Well, on a different note now, despite doom and gloom predictions from one Californian preacher, the world didn't come to an end on Saturday. Thank God for that, hey?
No.
I kind of knew it wouldn't.
Well, yeah. We have all seemed to have survived, but as stargazer Mark Thompson has been finding out, there could be something quite nasty up the sun's sleeve.
In 1859, mysterious events occurred across the globe. The night sky was lit up by dazzling lights. Telegraph machines caught fire. Those disturbing events caused quite a stir, but it was nothing supernatural. They were actually triggered by the sun. The unsettling thing is, it's about to happen again. The sun's 93 million miles away. It's a vast ball of hydrogen burning at 15 million degrees. Gigantic eruptions explode from its surface with the power of 1 million nuclear bombs. At the Royal Observatory, astronomers have been keeping a close eye on it.
So these are two of the telescopes that would have been used in the 19th century to study the sun here in Greenwich. So incredible. If they're going up, let's have a closer look at them. This big wooden one here, they would have projected an image of the sun onto the back here, and they would have put a photographic plate in at the side to record the image that they were seeing. And actually, if we have a look in here, this is a picture taken during a total eclipse of the sun in 1919. And what's happened here is that the moon has passed in front of the sun and blocked it from view. And look at this enormous prominence. It's a huge loop of glowing, superheated gas that's being blasted off the surface.
Much, much larger than the Earth.
Absolutely. The Earth could roll underneath that loop like a croquet ball going underneath a hoop. It's absolutely vast.
Incredible. It was a massive solar storm like this which caused the strange events of 1859. Smaller storms have hit the Earth since then, causing mysterious power cuts. But why would a flare 93 million miles away have such an effect? OK, so this is our big budget-busting solar storm, and here's the sun, seething massive plasma. And Marek, if you can take the Earth and head over in that direction 93 million miles. Now, when we have these big solar storms, the sun will kick out a load of energy by way of electrically charged particles, and we see that as a coronal mass ejection. And here's our demonstration of a coronal mass ejection heading towards Earth at about 1 million miles per hour. It will pass to the planet Mercury, it will pass to the planet Venus. It actually take a couple of days to get here. And when it does finally arrive and it smacks into the Earth, it will interfere and cause electromagnetic disturbances in the atmosphere. Of course, people in the days of the cavemen, they had no electronic gadgets. But what about us in the 21st century?
Well, now we do rely very heavily on electronic gadgets. And when this cloud of electrically charged particles reaches the Earth, it can cause disruption in the satellites that are in orbit around the Earth. So everything that depends on satellites, like GPS positioning systems, like television, could all be damaged. And so something like your mobile phone won't work.
The sun's about to hit a massive peak in its energy cycle, so there'll be lots of storms next year, meaning more are likely to hit Earth. Luckily, a pair of satellites called Stereo are standing guard. Solar Stormwatch is trying to build an understanding of the sun's activity by searching for patterns in its eruptions. On its website, 90,000 volunteers watch footage of the sun from the last 2 years, identifying when storms occurred. The data's being used to create a solar weather forecast, so they can predict storms in advance.
We want to be able to warn people, and they can shut down their satellites, take down their power grids so that they're not damaged when the storm reaches the Earth.
Solar storms aren't all bad. They can also produce stunning Northern Lights displays like these, which people in the UK may be able to enjoy next year. It's amazing to think that a star 93 million miles away can have such an incredible impact on us. But don't worry, thanks to an army of sun watchers, the next big solar storm won't mean the end of the world.
Well, thanks very much indeed, Mark.